gentlemen and ladies, welcome to another edition of Oilers Fan Reaction Game Time Live. Oilers are hosting the Seattle Kraken. That same team that we blanked 4-0 a couple days ago, we get again today. Now, obviously, Stuart Skinner will not be in net tonight. That goes to Calvin Pickard. Now, we can talk about all the stuff you guys want to talk about. Oilers losing 1-0 to the Minnesota Wild. We can talk about, we should have drafted Wallstead. And I'm here to tell you, no, we shouldn't have. No, we shouldn't have drafted Wallstead. Because he was drafted in 2021, right? And he hasn't played an NHL game till this year. He was developed properly. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't even have anything to do with the Oilers' development system. For decades, we've been screaming that our goalie coach sucked. He was trash. He hindered our goalies. What do you think that goalie coach would have done to Wallstead? What do you think that goalie coach would have done for Wallstead's development? I'm just saying. Maybe we got to stop blaming who we should have, could have, would have drafted and focus on the goalie that we did draft and the goalie that is with us, who had a .958 save percentage, who got beat by a screen that went off a Oilers defenseman's knee. It wasn't even a clean beat. But we got to nitpick and say, well, we got the worst end of the goalie. But now we play Seattle. Decord's in net against Pickard, I think. You can make that argument. I just hate that argument that everyone's saying Wallstead should have been an Oilers. So what? When would he have played in Edmonton? 2022? He would have been a backup goalie here in Edmonton and ruined with his development. He just got to North America last year. Is he going to be a good goalie? I don't know. It's way too early of a sample size for me with Wallstead. He could have one good year, and look at Dustin Wolf. One good year, huge contract. Well, Mr. Wolf, where are you this year? If you were here my last stream, I told you there were some things going on in the locker room. That is one of the things going on in the locker room. The team right now is divided. It's not because of management. It's not because of the coach. It's not because of GM. It's not because of anything else. Huge congratulations to Roslovic for winning the Molson Cup Player of the Month. The players are sick and tired of being sick and tired. He said at the beginning of the year and in the offseason, I want to shoot more. I want younger, faster players. You got what you wanted. You're not shooting the puck. And I've come to the defense of a lot of the older players. And I like how people are like, well, is McDavid hurt? No, he's not hurt. He's just bad right now. McDavid is playing like trash right now. There's no excuse for it. But we got the national anthems coming in, and I'm going to let the voice of Robert Clark take over the airwaves.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I'm with you there, North. I'm with you there, buddy. I agree. You need to stop being a baby. Stop the puck.
Our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command.
You see the puck, stop the puck. It's not that hard.
We see the
Excuse me.
true north strong and free from far and wide. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Also, I have watched a lot of hockey today. These scores that I'm watching today, the Colorado's getting beat up. Like the top teams, if you are a top team tonight, it's not been your day. Tampa's getting beat up on by Pittsburgh. Florida's up 1-0 on Nashville. Islanders 5, Colorado 2, Carolina 1, Toronto 4, Columbus 4, Detroit 3. I'm just saying, sometimes the best teams in the league are they have off nights.
Share of starts. The numbers on the regular season are good. The record against Edmonton.
Yes, he is dealing with cancer.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, one of 4 all-time scores against Seattle in Edmonton's lineup tonight. Nugent-Hopkins celebrated his return with a goal and an assist, and tonight he's back on the line with Connor McDavid and Zach Hyman. That's been a mainstay for the last 5 years for Edmonton. It's only the 3rd time Nugent-Hopkins and Hyman are suiting up in the same game this year. We're underway with McDavid winning the opening draw. Bouchard doing off-balance. Ekholm as your Oilers starting lineup. Brought to you by our friends at Bet99.net. The Oilers, as Gene talked about, have traditionally owned Seattle and did so on Saturday.
Wow, that's a stat. I didn't know that.
Are coming off a shutout loss tonight. As Louis, you noted, no one has a streak coming into tonight. Nugent-Hopkins slaughtered away by Jordan Eberle, the 2 teammates for years in Edmonton, broke in together. Bouchard gives it up. McDavid surveys, then moves it for Ekholm. Hard pass into the midsection of Bouchard and popped out by Seattle, who has only 1 win in 7 trips to Rogers Place. A little tough passes to get it here early.
There you go. 1 win in 7 trips to Edmonton. Let's keep it that way. Oh, bad giveaway by the Oilers defense.
Pass into the feet of Regula. Shot.
Sorry, bad giveaway by Draisaitl. I can't even say defense anymore. It's just Draisaitl. He has 37 giveaways already this year.
Whipped around by Langrick. Montour will
He had 22 all of last year.
amongst defensemen and goal scored the last 5 years. Montour on that second power play in it. Of course, that was a big.
I'm sorry, guys, but you guys know I love Leon.
Seattle completely overwhelmed.
I will die on every hill for Leon Draisaitl, but
Going 0 for 6 themselves. Here's Savoy, a shot that's snagged by DeCourt with nowhere to move the puck. He'll freeze it. It was Mangiapane who got into his grill.
Well, you talked about it, Jack, last meeting on Saturday between these two teams. 6 for 6 on the penalty kill. Here's some of that work on the PK and the power play. 2 for 2. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins' first game back after missing the previous 9. Had a goal and assist, but it was the penalty kill for
also Oilers have the least amount of power plays in the league again, and it's not even close.
4-0 win for Edmonton. So for Chris Knobloch, I don't think he wants to see his team give up 6 power plays again to the Seattle Kraken, but special teams will be critical in this one again tonight.
It was 4-0 on Saturday. Stewart's interception. first up all 26 shots that came his way. Then played well again on Tuesday in a 1-0 loss to Minnesota. Turning aside 23 of 24. But with 2 weeks between starts, Louis, you like Chris Knobloch's choice of Pickard tonight.
I do. I think you're looking to get him in there, right? And he had a great last outing against the Tampa Bay Lightning, as you mentioned. That was his best game of the season for me, and was really close to having a shutout in that game. Lost it eventually in the overtime with a quick comeback by the Lightning in the third period. But he was fantastic. Made some extremely high-end saves in that battle, and he needed that kind of a game, to be honest. Hasn't been a great start for Pickard, you know, getting in between the pipes and getting wins, and he's looking for his first win in a while, so I don't mind it at all.
Stopped 33 shots that night in Tampa and came within 2.5 minutes of a shutout, as Louis mentioned. Here's Capo Caco attacking Bouchard. A one-timer pounded on net by Larson, and that's squeezed by Pickard 2.5 into this game. That shot 98 miles an hour from Adam Larson.
I don't see that at all.
Larson on a one-timer with a screen, and he speared it, as you like to say, with the glove. Here's his work, November 20th against the Tampa Bay Lightning. This was
That's a pretty cool observation, though.
The Oilers in a back-to-back situation, Washington into Tampa Bay. He stood on his head in this game. That diving save, how did you see that? That was a terrific one. Give Stuart Skinner the night off. He's had a couple strong performances here, and they want to get Pickard in there.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see how that is. I see what you mean.
He's been out for a while.
And that's a little more of what Pickard's going to
I know what you mean, Nick. Like, the name and numbers on the back and the way the jersey is up front, because the NHL likes uniform number and names. It has to be uniform. The numbers have to be uniform with the names. The jersey can look whatever, but the number on the back and the number, yeah. Oh, McDavid loses the puck again.
And Jordan Eberle, the Seattle captain, will chip it ahead. Looking down low for Jared McCann, who qualifies as a top gun for Seattle. He missed the start of the year. He was banged up. As a result, the Kraken's leading scorer coming into this game is Eberle with 8 goals and 14 points. In front, a quick shot shoveled wide by McCann, trying to hunt down a loose puck. He does so against Regula. Here's a chance. Seattle snapped off the pads of Pickard. Lindgren up to Montour, and now McCann back on it.
How's it going, Renegade?
One-timer Montour, and that's stopped by Pickard. Seattle next to last in the league in both goals and shots for per game. Emerson able to cut off a man down low and swing it to Regula. He's earned high praise from Chris Knobloch for his play really all year. McDavid walks in around Montour. Sharp angle shot that's handled by Joey Decor.
Able to get the feet moving early here a couple of times.
Oh.
The neutral zone. Good forecheck here by the Kraken.
Yes. There are Oiler players in the locker room that are kind of giving McDavid the what for, how's it going, what do you mean you're so great? With good reason. They should. Does this any way, shape, or form affect McDavid? No. He's an add-all, right? Be a man.
He's surrendered for a couple of those were in the 2 worst games Edmonton's played all year. Home to Colorado and Dallas, and those were relief appearances. So a little deceptive. One time by Bouchard, stopped by Decor. Rebound Matt Savoy. Playing it out for Draisaitl. He'll swing it to Bouchard, but Berkeley Catton got in the passing lane, and they'll carry it in from the left-hand side. Chandler Stevenson trying to center. Kraken come in, as Gene talked about, a point ahead of Edmonton. Both are right now on the outside looking. Still a lot of games to be played.
Oilers win this game, they're in the playoffs.
And considering the underlying numbers, that's a good job for Glenn Lambert.
I'll say that again. Oilers win this game, they're in the playoffs.
Meanwhile, Edmonton is going to cruise it along at 500, 11, 11, and 5. Looking to get a run going. 2-2-1 in their last 5. They played 4 good games amongst those 5. Nurse.
I agree. And that's building on games, right?
Here's Mangiapane.
Scores!
His first goal in 14 games.
Mangiapane.
That went in so fast, Jack. this one. Good transitional play. Nurse off the wall. And then here's the rip. And I mean, for Henrique, he had the best look at this. He didn't think this went in. We'll keep an eye on it here. Bar down.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
close.
I don't know if this goes over the line. Henrique could have fired this one. He had it in the slot when everybody was celebrating in the corner.
It went post to post, Louis. Does it cross the red line post to post? So I'm not sure it does.
It's one of those ones that goes off the post, comes down just on the line, and that's maybe where they're going to look right now. Was it over the line when it bounced off the ground before going back
Oh,
up to
no.
the far post?
I don't know if that's going to count or not.
But you're right. Adam Henrique did not.
It just took a funny hop. It took a weird hop, and you're going to see when it hits the right bar up over top of the board, it comes right down first before bouncing
That's
back
tough.
up. Is what I saw in first and second taking it was pretty hard of a shot.
Are we going to be able to tell Louis whether it breaks the plane? Not on that
That's
one.
the thing. See, it bounced. It bounced right before the second post.
Here's
Here's
the
a pretty
one.
good look right
Does
here.
it break the plane? I don't think it does.
Doesn't break the plane.
No way.
After
It's
the
pretty
video
quick.
review, the puck does not completely cross the goal line. Therefore,
No
there's
goal.
no goal.
Adam Henrique had
He was right. Adam Henrique, cagey veteran player. Here's a close-up look on the line, and it just goes right along.
No, never.
Damn.
Never even really gets halfway.
I know one thing's for sure. He dented the bar. That's how hard he ripped that one. But good transitional play by Edmonton to set that in motion. Mangiapane pops into the pocket and rings both bars.
It's okay, not in. That's okay. Keep the pressure.
Henrique had a notion, and he was right.
Probably should have still put it in the net. You know, but I don't know why he would think otherwise. Everybody else was celebrating. The light was on. They thought they'd score. Tough break for Edmonton.
Seattle could use one, because again, the Kraken don't score a lot. Here's Mangiapane gathering himself when he needed that one to count.
I like the fact that he was thinking shot before.
Yep, so far that is, absolutely.
He had a motion to go, a notion, sorry, to say, I'm putting this on net. Did he ever? It's a good sign.
Hasn't scored since November 3rd in St. Louis. Ty Cartier for the Kraken, a shot pinballed wide. Rebound out.
Now watch, you always get the next penalty.
0-0 still, with Cartier's shot that was deflected. Back the
Fair point, Epic. Fair point.
When Edmonton gets to Seattle, usually they get to him for big numbers. This is going to be icing against Mangiapane. The Oilers are 12-0 lifetime against
Oh, I
the
agree,
Kraken
Nick.
when they get
I like that the NHL woke up.
Seattle.
I'm glad that two GMs got together and said, you know what, we're going black on black together. NHL was kind of against it, and then they're like, wait a minute, this actually works, and it looks good too.
3 in a row for the first time all year. They're trying to shrug off that latest setback on home ice against the Oilers Saturday afternoon. Face-off win for Adam Henrique. They're without Jaden Schwartz. He's one of the guys that typically feasts on Edmonton. But he's out with a knee injury. Probably going to be out at least a month. And Mason Marchment, who really agitated Edmonton on Saturday, also did not make the trip for this one. Kind of a one and done for the Kraken. Eberle snapped it up top. Controlled by Lindgren.
I believe it was Detroit-Boston.
Fall back and reset here.
Both teams wore their home jerseys.
Biggest year came in
Yes, Rangers, Red Wings, yes. Thank you, Epic.
Shot from distance.
I knew it was the two original 6 teams.
Hovering was Beniers and McCann. Another shot coming from Montour. That skips up on the plexi.
Yeah.
Oilers looking to create a 3-on-2 the other way. McDavid and Nugent-Hopkins. One-timer. Set wide by Bouchard.
And it looked really nice on ice.
Fouls it out.
It looked really beautiful.
Nugent-Hopkins to McDavid.
Scores! Connor McDavid! Shoot the puck, score a goal, kid.
Nugent-Hopkins, and that combo lights the way.
They're challenging again?
Seattle is like to use their 30-second timeout. Timeout, Seattle.
No, it's a timeout.
I was going to say, are you really going to challenge again? They're using their timeout, and after, with a second left on their timeout, they can then call a challenge. That's bullshit. It's either one or war. It's either you got the timeout or you got the challenge. Get out of here, you.
I mean, on first take, it looks like Nugent Hopkins skate crosses this line before the puck, but
Let's see. One more time.
oh, it's really close.
Boy, I think they've. This is a big call for Seattle because
I don't think they're doing it.
I don't think they're
not doing it.
challenging
You
it.
know what? I mean, I gotta be honest.
that is very tight.
It's super close.
If you call that and you lose, you get a penalty,
Exactly.
no challenge.
It's been an issue for them this year. So, if you give them
I don't know who the girl is on the bench, but she was not doing her team any favors by saying challenge.
I don't mind that from Blaine Lambert. Says, hey,
It looked good to me. Goal! Potholes in 2-0. You blink, you miss it.
we've seen that a bit now. He's starting to shoot that puck. Dreisaitl's almost a decoy now. And Podkolzin is starting to move into that spot. We've seen him one-timing pucks more regularly. He gets in the spot. Tell you, rub it off. Draisaitl on Podkolzin. He finds him with a beautiful pass. I mean, that is just some nifty work by Draisaitl navigating through the middle and then back across the drain. And it doesn't necessarily take a perfect shot. This one goes off the inside of the right pad of the cord. One to start already, 2-0 Edmonton.
And Seattle has seen this.
Wow.
The Oilers
2 goals on 5 shots.
kill against Seattle. Here's an icing call whistle against the Oilers. 2 goals in 17 seconds on the cord. McDavid for Nugent Hopkins and Podkolzin his 5th.
You're not wrong. Podkolzin's 5th of the year. Wowsies. 12:17 left in the first period. Shots are 5-2. McDavid's 12th goal of the year. Assisted by Hopkins. Made it 1-0 Edmonton. Also, no marchment tonight for Seattle either.
Now, of course, you're kicking yourself. Well, in this case, I might as well have challenged. He's done it with a puck that handcuffs Picker, but he's able to swallow it up. With nearly 8 minutes gone by in this first period, once again, Edmonton's gotten to Seattle and gotten to the Kraken early.
I gotta say though, like, yes, it was a loss against Minnesota, but that's a loss I'm willing to take. Thanks, Jay. We got some extra game activity going on tonight, and always. Oh, if I sound really bad, guys, it's because I'm not feeling very well. I've been sick for the last day and a half. Fighting it hard for you guys. I really am. Yeah, you're not wrong, Nick. Not wrong at all. So, right now, out of town scoreboard, 3-3 with about 8 minutes left to go in the third period. Pittsburgh Lightning. Maple Leafs 4, Hurricanes 1. Call that a final. 5-2, Boston over St. Louis with 5 minutes left to go in the third period. 10 minutes left to go in the third period. Florida 1, Nashville nothing. 5 minutes left to go in the third period. Rangers 3, Ottawa 2. With 8 minutes left to go in the third period. Islanders 5, Colorado 3. After 2, Columbus 4, Detroit 3. 1 minute left to go in the first period. 0-0, Minnesota Flames. And puck still not to be dropped yet. Blackhawks Kings, 8 o'clock. Who are you with? Are you with Rogers or are you with Telus? Oh.
Goals 5. And some veteran players there. It's frustrating, but they thought they got off the schneid as Mangiapane. We just saw takes this puck in the slot from Janmark. Thinks he buries it. No goals. It goes bar down, bar. And then right afterwards.
Yes, Jay. There are teams that have told GM Stan Bowman, you want our goalie? The asking price is Hopkins. And you know what Bowman has told every single person that's asked him that? Non-negotiable. Trade is not happening. As he should. That is a non-negotiable trade as an Oiler fan, as an Oiler team, as an Oiler GM. That is a non-negotiable trade. We will stick with Stuart Skinner and Count Picard until the offseason.
Just as importantly, Louis, 3 of the 4 lines have had,
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Epic. That could be the moving needle, right?
Felt that up against the Kraken, right? They're a team that goes forward. They play hard. They're stingy defensively. You have to look.
No, that's the thing, Janice. I'm with Rogers right now. Rogers Shaw. And for $30 a month, I get all the NHL
basically
games,
second and third lines.
as well as OHL games.
They've been a whack-a-mole team offensively. Dropped by Ekholm. Went right to McDavid. Shots Yankin. Nudged wide by
Oh, almost another goal.
Tip was stopped by Joey Decor. Bouchard to Ekholm. But Edmonton has Seattle on its heels. Another center pass just misses Zach Hyman. Now Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard waiting up top. Ekholm.
Now,
No lane. Bouchard across McDavid. Shot saved by Joey Decor. And again, the 4 all.
I'm not saying there won't be a trade in the offseason.
Are Draisaitl, McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman in that order? And all 4
Yes.
goal and assist on
Yes.
Saturday.
It should be given, but it won't be.
Bouchard cutting one off, but Colson drops it for Draisaitl. But Colson went to right hand again, Louis. He had more of a net that time than he did the first time. Draisaitl trying to thread one through. Savoy to put Colson.
I mean, they're putting him in a blender right now.
I was just going to say. Oilers
Yeah, no, Jay. It's definitely confirmed. Like, I can definitely confirm that is the asking point for a goalie. And I can tell you the 7 teams that I know of that have approached the Oilers with that. St. Louis, Nashville, Buffalo, Boston, sorry, I'm just trying to. Oh, no, not tempering. No. It's not tempering at all. It's not player tampering or. You know what you know, and that's awesome. Like, hey, the more you can tell us, the better it is. But the more you tell us, the less I get in trouble with people.
First goals have been with the Kraken at 18 a year ago in Minnesota.
The more you're allowed to say, the more I don't get in trouble. I don't like getting phone calls at 2 o'clock in the afternoon after a game day telling me to calm down on things I say.
Erased by Alexiak and a regroup.
Or text messages at.
Second of a 5-game homestand for
Yep.
Edmonton, and this puck punched out of play.
Oh, there's at least 4. I know 7. Like I said, I know 7 that want him and are willing to trade their starting goalie for him. I disagree, Renegade. I disagree. And here's why I disagree that they should have drafted Wallstead. He took too long to develop, and the Oilers couldn't wait that long. And with Dustin Schwartz as our goaltending coach, did you really think that goaltending coach would do this kid any favors? He found the perfect spot in Minnesota. He was able to develop. He was able to go back to Finland or Sweden, wherever he was playing, and play another 2 years over there. and then he was able to play a full year in the AHL, full 2 years in the AHL. I respect your opinion, but I think if we would have drafted him, we would be doing to him what we're doing to Skinner right now. We'd be doing to him what we're doing to Skinner right now. And you're going to see it as the season goes on for Wallstead, and as his career goes on, you're going to see what I see. He's getting a flash in the pan right now. Good for him. Ride that wave, buddy. Ride the wave as long as you can ride it, because when it comes crashing down, it's going to come crashing down. But that's the thing. The Oilers don't do that with their goaltending. The Oilers don't wait on their goaltending. And the Oilers already had really good goaltending as it was. They already had Skinner, they had Rodrigue, and they had a few other prospect goalies in their system. Like, I get what you're saying, Renegade. I just don't think it would have been a fit. I don't think we'd be talking about Wallstead as an NHL goalie like we are now. I don't think his talent is better than Skinner. I truly don't think it is. I think they're about the same.
This period brought to you by James H. Brown Accident Injury Lawyers.
That's fine. You guys can disagree with me. I'm just telling you what I've seen and what I've been told from other people.
Discuss this to see if it did go clearly over. It looks like they are going to call it delay a game.
Power play coming up for the Oilers. That's fine. But that's the thing people have to understand. He wasn't here now. That's fine, Renegade. I get what you're saying, but the Oilers brass didn't... You didn't know that at the time, and neither did the Oilers brass. And it took this guy too long to develop for me. It took too long to get to the NHL. I'm just saying, you guys may not agree with me and you may not like it, but I don't think that he would be a fit in Edmonton the way that the Oilers play defense. Goal scored! Draisaitl. Power play goal.
It's the typical characters for Edmonton. Short work on this power play. Good face-off win by McDavid. Quickly back down low to go from in this first period for Edmonton is they come to play.
McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Draisaitl. 6 points already in this first period. Here's Stevenson.
Yeah, it was either they wanted Costa real bad. Absolutely, Epic. Absolutely. They thought Costa was me a better goalie than Wallstead.
it's palpable in the building. Seattle.
Also, we have to remember as well,
Nugent Hopkins.
we didn't know what the scheduling was going to be allowed through the world.
Tuesday.
That'd be a bad trade to make if you're the Oilers.
Got a shutout. Minnesota beat Edmonton 1-0.
That's fine. Let them laugh.
Shot the block.
Let them laugh. Like let them laugh. What playoff success do they have?
That's the board.
Let them laugh. Like I don't care if another team wants to laugh at us for us drafting or not drafting players. We have a goalie that's taken us to 2 cup finals back to back. A goalie that was 2 votes away from winning a Calder Trophy. Now, if you had Skinner and Wallstead, that's a duo I could get behind.
Will swing it across to him. And I'm guiding the Harris. That shot.
But you have to remember, Skinner was a third round pick. Wallstead was a first round pick.
So that would not have counted.
So I sure hope he'd have a little bit more talent than Stuart Skinner.
On to Matthias Handbar.
Again, till I see a bigger picture and more games played by Wallstead,
First.
I'm allowed to say he might not pan out. Right now, it looks like a freaking beautiful steal, though, by Minnesota.
They'll send it in deep. Joey Nicole. Played it high off the plexi.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Again on the Beniers. And now he gets tripped up. That's going to be a penalty against Montepone. Tripping call coming against Edmonton and Andrew Montepone. Delayed call. 6-on-5 right now for the Kraken.
Like,
Carries it across the line.
now the Oilers get a penalty, which is due.
Pops out a play to the Edmonton bench.
Don't do that.
Seattle will go to the power play.
Like, I don't know what Wallstead's going to be. Like, we've seen goalies have 1 or 2 good years. I disagree with you. I disagree with you. Like, you can say that all you want, but I don't think that was the case at all. Like I said, Renegade, Stuart Skinner can do no right to some of you guys. Like, the guy could go on a tear and win 15 games in a row, and we'd still find something to be nitpick bitchy about with him. And that's why I'm glad he's leaving town at the end of the year. I'm glad he's leaving, and I'm glad that when he leaves, he's going to be a better goalie for it. And when he comes to play the Oilers, he lights the Oilers up. I am looking forward to the days where Stuart Skinner is not in an Oilers uniform and has really good numbers, winning games, and you guys are going to eat so much crow that you guys are thinking you're having crow pie for the rest of your lives. I don't get it with Oilers fans. I really don't. I truly don't. He was never supposed to be the starter, though. Like, you guys don't understand that. He was never supposed to be the starter. This year was supposed to be his year to be the starting goalie of the Edmonton Oilers. We're not losing McDavid, man. Sorry, Jay. McDavid's here to stay. He knew what this year was with Skinner and Picard. There is a trade going to happen in the offseason with a goalie, and his name is JB. He will be an Oiler next year. Jordan Binnington will be an Oilers next year. By the sounds of it, UC Saros could possibly be an Oiler next year as well. But absolutely. I disagree with that. I don't think Dubnyk was better than Skinner.
That's cool. Remember, it wasn't that long ago.
But again, like, Skinner has his haters, and I get it. You guys, the guy could walk the cup downtown and you still say he sucks.
The Oilers in 2008, Nugent Hopkins came 3 years later as the first overall pick in the 2011 draft. Here's McCann, smooth in front, dishing off. No shot from Beniers from Chandler Stevenson, who had his back to the net. And now we'll take a pass.
If the Oilers win the cup this year, you're going to say, well, it was despite Stuart Skinner. It had nothing to do with Stuart Skinner.
This power play, 0 for its last 14, including
Winningest Oiler goalie in history.
against Edmonton. Beniers. Up top for Dunn. Beniers pursued by Henry, and now some more to Jeff.
Yeah.
Sends it up. Everly. Cross. Beniers. Gets done. McCann. Everly to the net. A save made by Pickard. Rebound. Vince Dunn. He'll shovel it down low. That's cut off by Echo and wedged safely out.
Couple good looks from the Kraken. That one, the last one you saw by Everly.
I disagree, Renegade. I don't. I think you give too much credit to this Oilers defense.
Through traffic was pretty good too.
You give way too much credit to this bad defense.
Power play 16% this year for Seattle, 81% on the kill for the Oilers. That's middle of the
This
pack.
Oiler team gives up the most slot chances,
Montour came on.
the most high danger opportunities. That's the Oiler team. They're 32 and 32 in that.
But Colson and Emerson crowd the net. Looking and shooting, and a save made on Tolman. Goaltender Calvin Pickard. Montour has to fall back. Kakko to Cat.
I was upset that Dubnyk got traded, for sure.
Puts it across. One-timer Montour gonna break his stick. Here's a drive. And Ellie Tolvanen blasts one in.
Seattle goal on the power play. Broken stick, block shot, back of the net.
Proud sustainability.
Wow. This coughing sucks, guys. Copyright for Belarus incoming? Absolutely it is. The Belarus, Russia, and every other territory out east. 2 minutes left, 2.5 minutes left to go in the first period. 3-1 Edmonton. 9-8 shots for the Oilers. Goal scored by McDavid, Podkolzin, and Draisaitl. Tolvanen answers on the power play for Seattle.
From a sharp angle, kicked out by Pickard. 3-1. Boy, Seattle need that one. Good shot up to Trent Frederick.
That's why Picard will never play 30-plus games in the league. He's a backup, career backup. He knows it.
Will wander out to handle it. Frederick punches it in. Riker Evans right inside. He took that delay of game penalty that led to Edmonton's third goal. Seattle's got one back. Emerson tipped in by Janmark. No ice in Mangiapane. Forced off his stick, held in by Henry. Winds it down low, cut off by Decor. Henry again against Cat. Looking to keep it alive for Janmark. Rimmed up the left-hand side. Pitches hard on Tolvin.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
For Lindgren. Tolvin had picked up on waivers from Nashville. It was a highly touted
Minute and a half left to go in the first period. Shots 9-8.
Showed some promise, went quiet, and they gave up on him. Certainly found a home in Seattle, scoring 23 a year ago. Regula to Janmark, and he'll lift it back behind. Shane Wright to gather for Seattle. Alexiak chipping and charging it against Darnell Nurse. Trying to center. Henrique was there on the back check to take it away, and now Regula going to plow his way forward up the right-hand side, but he's cut off. Alexiak with some pressure on Janmark, but that goal has lifted Seattle's spirits, no question about it.
Well, they needed to stop the bleeding, so to speak, a little bit with what was going on with everything. Here's a chance by Savoy.
Breakaway. That's the goal.
Savoy robbed on the breakaway by Decord. That's going to come back, I think.
Breakaway stopped by Decord, and the Kraken have a couple reasons to feel decent about the way this first period has come to an end.
What a pass by Draisaitl, though. I mean, that was right on the tape.
Savoy needed that goal, though. He really needed that for his confidence.
Oh, here's a turnover by Draisaitl. Backhander score.
And then Draisaitl loses the puck, and it's 3-2. Holy fuck me, Draisaitl. Fuck me, Draisaitl. Not wrong, Nick. Not wrong at all. Yep, they do.
Away from a successful kill, then maybe you get the breakaway from Savoy, could be 4-0. Instead, it's a turnover, and now Edmonton got through Calvin Pickard, and it stays 3-2.
Holy fuck, Edmonton, you fall apart so fucking easy. Pickard, man. There will be a trade this year for a goalie. Or there will be a goalie coming up and Pickard will go on waivers. But, yeah. Skinner's going to be the goalie that's going to take us to the promised land. And whoever the backup is just going to come in sparingly. Because Pickard isn't it this year. It sucks, but 3-2 after 1 for the Edmonton Oilers. 1-1 in overtime. Panthers, Nash. Predators, Panthers.
Overtime, watch the spin around the here. Gets in and cuts it and throws it out in front, but Forsling was well covered. Another look at it. How many players have the confidence to attempt that play, especially in overtime where puck possession is at a premium?
Panthers go Forsling now with Bennett and Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe, the only goal tonight for the Panthers. His first since becoming a dad a couple of days ago. O'Reilly watching Gustav Forsling in his own end. Here's Bennett through center. Bennett, Forsling to the net, and it goes high. Well, what a chance there. And now here come the Predators the other way. Roman Yossi, drop pass, O'Reilly. Out in front, they score. They will count that even though the net was dislodged. It signaled a goal on the ice.
Predators win! Predators win! 2-1 in overtime.
Sergei Bobrovsky. The Panthers almost ended it down the other way, and then quick puck movement. Yossi drops it back to O'Reilly. Bennett breaks it up for a moment, and then they hit the trailers. You see Forsling.
Forsling knocked the net off on purpose. That's a goal.
Stamkos gets the winner in overtime.
Well,
Sucks
take
to
another look
suck.
at it, because obviously the net was dislodged before the puck went in the net. So it is ruled a goal on the ice, though. Referee discretion on this, and there's really not much of a call because it is a goal for the Predators. And Nashville wins it in overtime.
Cry about it, Paul. Cry about it. Maybe your players shouldn't take the net off the boards on purpose.
Jessica?
Yeah, Golden Cats get the point, but the Predators get the win. We'll break it down next on our Florida Panthers post-game show, brought to you by Celsius. Ed Jovanovski will join me on the desk. We'll get his thoughts on tonight's game. Katie Ingleson will have us covered in the dressing room and more. It's all straight ahead.
If Stuart Skinner was doing Stuart Skinner things for a U.S. team, what is that supposed to mean? If Stuart Skinner is winning games no matter what his save percentage was, no matter what his goals against average was, but he was winning games, you wouldn't hear about it. If Stuart Skinner just won games like he does in Edmonton, you wouldn't hear about it. But because Oiler fans are Oiler fans, and that's all I'm going to say about that, I honestly, truly believe that we have some of the worst fans in the NHL. Not everybody, but there's a few really bad, crappy apples that make the rest of us look bad. Oh, which one? Like, guys, don't get me wrong. Skinner isn't a great goalie. He's not an elite goalie, but he is a good goalie. I guess you're not wrong. There's no goalie safe in Edmonton. I'm telling you right now. One of two goalies is coming to Edmonton in the offseason. From what I've been told, there's a possibility that both goalies could be in Edmonton next season. Those goalies are Saros and Binnington. There's going to be a trade in July to get one of those two goalies because the Oilers will have the cap space to do it. Who else is gonna make $1 million and be a good backup though? Epic. Like that's that's the kick in the nads. He's only making $1 million. Oh, I gotta go get some water or something, because gosh, damn, my throat hurts. Huh. Good on Nashville coming back late in the third period, tying the game up and winning in overtime. Is there a bag of hulls beside me? Possibly, maybe. You don't want to trade Jan Mark, though. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. But like I said, like, guys, just ride out this goalie tandem as long as they're here. New goalies are coming in the new season. It's fact. New goalies are coming in the new season. Just be patient, I guess. Detroit is up 5-4. They were down 4-1. Sorry, 3-1. They battled back to make it 5-4. Talbot is in net. Exactly, Renegade. Exactly. And the price is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And the Oilers are not going to trade that right now. There are trades that's going to happen in the offseason, guys. Just, I can't stress enough that next October, you're going to see a very different Oilers lineup. Win or lose the cup, it won't matter. Seattle had 11 shots on goal. The Oilers had 10. Leftover Halloween hauls. Oh.
Try to get the puck. Larkin battling with Coyle. Two strong American-born center icemen. Larkin from Michigan. Coyle from Massachusetts.
Think back to the beginning.
I just don't know what the fuck Draisaitl was thinking on that play.
That first moment when you knew you'd found your place. What you wear today started with a feeling. NHL Shop, a Fanatics experience.
Larkin stays out there, goes against Fantilli, who wins the draw. Werenski trying to shake Raymond, he can't. Oilers have played pretty good defense out at the points, pressuring Columbus, forcing them to go wide. This is going to get another icing on Detroit. Hey, this reminder, this month, shop the largest selection of gifts for hockey fans at NHLShop.com. Take advantage of this holiday offer on your favorite brands, especially for Red Wings and Blue Jacket fans. Lululemon, Starter, Mitchell & Ness, Yeti, and more. Start your shopping tonight like those awesome wing jerseys. Provorov blocked.
What do you mean, Dre Witt? What do you mean, Drew? 5 cups will do what to you? Leon is 1.5. Get Buffalo. You send Tomasak down and bring up Hudson. Tomasak is going to get sent down. And either Howard or Hudson is coming up. Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. I agree with you, Drew. Oiler fans are definitely spoiled. Especially old Oiler fans like myself that have been here for all 5. That have witnessed the dynasties of this Oilers team. We'll see. We'll see. I can say this with honest and certainty. 2 new goalies are going to come into Edmonton and are going to be both making upwards of $9 million. Unless they can figure out how to get Bennington here for relatively cheap. Give me half a second. I want to see what Bennington's money is right now. Yeah, some of us aren't as lucky to have watched this team be great. So Bennington's going to make $6 million. It could be an awesome sign and trade for the Oilers. Assuming Bennington doesn't make any more than 7 to 8, And Nashville, on the other hand, getting rid of UC Saros. He's making 7.74. The Saros thing that I heard makes more sense because he's under team controllable. No, you're not wrong. Or they could bring up this really good kid that they have in the AHL. Or, sorry, the East Coast Hockey League's not even the AHL yet. I'm kind of putting the cart before the horse on that one. Yeah, he's definitely going to be in the retirement after this year. But hey, he had a good run with the Oilers. Back-to-back-to-back Cup finals. Might be a Cup champion. All I'm saying, guys, is whether the Oilers win the Cup or are out in round 3, we got to start putting some respect on Stuart Skinner's name. But yeah, it's either going to be Saros or Binnington that will be the Oilers' starting goalie next year. I'm hoping it's Saros personally, but yeah, the New York Oilers back in 1994. That's why Mark Messier will be a greater leader than Wayne Gretzky. He's not a better player, but a greater leader. Speaking of Craig McTavish,
I 100% agree with you, Mac Team. I do think we're going to see Skinner get the final, barring some unforeseen injury or something. I think he's starting the next 3 games at home and the game in Toronto to start the road trip, and then in the second of that back-to-back, Pickett's going to get the Montreal Canadiens. So that's how I see this unfolding.
Yeah, up until now, Calvin really has only played back-to-backs during that 7-game road trip. You guys both knew this gentleman, and what a wonderful man that
was he ever.
Yeah, unfortunately we lost recently, and we are talking about one of the owners when it came to the Edmonton Investors Group, and Larry McKelkey, really.
Yeah, one of the old 10-guy ownership group. Really great guy, though. Yeah, no, Drew, I've been around. I saw the greatness of Gretzky. I remember that Philadelphia game really fondly. Like, man. Really? Good God. That guy's 2 cheeseburgers away from a heart attack. But I love Bob. I've had conversations with Bob, and when he says something that's Oilers related, what he says is pretty accurate. Yeah, they definitely were that's why I call them the New York Oilers. Just like for the past couple of seasons, the Edmonton Oilers have been the Edmonton Maple Leafs. Colorado for a while there was the Colorado Ducks because they had a lot of Anaheim Duck players on their roster. But unless you know, right? Yes, yeah. He missed the first 2 with the Oilers. But still got himself 4 rings, though. Can't complain about that, eh? Yeah. Can you imagine a player not wearing a helmet in this day and age of NHL? With how hard these players shoot the puck? Yeah, Nick, that was shocking to me too. Pat Quinn is an Oilers coach. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. That was a really big gamble, because if it didn't work out, wow, we wouldn't be the dynasty team. But that's what made Glenn Saylor back then, right? He would do the gamble and just, whether it's pure luck or he actually knew what he was doing, it worked out 95% of the time. But that's a very good poll by you, though, Renegade. Really good poll by you. Well, second period is underway.
Like it might devolve into a typical Edmonton shellacking of Seattle. All of a sudden, a 3-2 game. The Kraken getting 2 goals in the last 4 minutes of the first period and narrowly the equalizer. Dying just inches shy of the Edmonton goal line. So the first 3 for the Oilers, the next 2 for Seattle. And it's 3-2 Edmonton as we want to be back inside. Jack and Louie with Gene on another kind of crystal clear 0-degree night in Edmonton. Glaze along the Edmonton roads. Larson pumps it down low. The Kraken looking to keep the momentum flowing. Shot by Everly. Snared by Beniers, but he got double teamed. And McDavid and Nugent Hopkins were electric 5-on-5, pushing ahead. Hyman is shot off the rush, and Joey Decord able to lay that one to rest.
Quick start again, better defending in front by Edmonton, just blocking out, finding loose pucks and a little give and go to send McDavid through the middle. Hyman gets his feet moving early, and that's why he receives this puck down the right-hand side. It's a pretty good look.
Zach Cassian as well.
But for Edmonton, get back to doing that, back to playing in the offensive zone like they did for the better part of the first half of the first period.
Clean face off.
Kevin Lowe as well, though.
Nurse will wind it along. Draisaitl put Colson and Savoy out there. Savoy stopped on a breakaway by Joey Decord. That goes in. Maybe Decord's out of the game.
The Edmonton Sun. That's where I got my sporting news from. The Edmonton Sun. Is that even still around?
Draisaitl able to knife one free for Darnell Nurse, who turns, finds Colson on an outlet, and now Regula through the neutral zone. Curley.
The Daily Sunshine Girl.
Draisaitl takes over. Swings it up top, bottled by Nurse. And is on. Boy, Bowman really dug in there. Here, Nurse fires one for Colson, and he got smacked into. Blindside hit from Montour, but Colson's fine. Ryan Winterton for the Kraken. Dealing for Alexiak, and that well behind him. Decord flings one down the middle on net. Picard forced a stick handle and brushes one over to Curtis Lazar. Goaltender's playing pass. Turnover Seattle, a quick shot. Save made, and then the rebound. Frank Gaudreau didn't get it cleanly on his stick. Alexiak up top, right for Evans. Sends one down low. Sneaky little shot from Gaudreau, flutters wide. And now a penalty coming on Blackburn. Got his stick into the feet of
That's so garbage.
And Winterton gives Glattenberg a look. The rookie will go to the box, and Seattle a power play with a chance to tie it up.
It's a trash penalty, but it is what it is. Don't do it.
It's a zone, and this is Falkenberg just kind of giving him a little shove in a position when he tries to.
Nick, that's awesome.
The position that he was in.
You're so right, though. I love that. I miss the old Sunshine Girls.
Him off balance and then kind of finished him.
While he was in the process of 10-2ing, and he toe picked on the way down, so magnified that little cross check, which was really just a positional cross check to keep him to the outside. Tough one.
Quickly swept in, same way. Savoy
Scores! Matthew Savoy, you totally redeemed yourself. Short-handed goal, 4-2 Oilers.
Using that speed, Matt Savoy, that's his second breakaway of the game. And, as a young player trying to find your way, you need to start. Four to two. Big short-handed goal for Edmonton. It's been Seattle early on in this second.
So,
Bouchard with the low.
Renegade, I don't think you were here last stream when I talked about Connor Ingram.
That's his second point of the last 16.
I have a friend that works within the organization of Bakersfield.
And another swing in this game. Instead of potentially tying
And he told me something very dangerous.
goal for Savoy too.
I did mention it in the stream. Connor Ingram not only will never see the NHL again, he's being sent down when he's healthy, because right now he's dealing with concussion symptoms. When he's healthy, he's being sent down to the AHL. The East Coast Hockey League, sorry. Not AHL, East Coast Hockey League. They're calling up either Day or Samuel. No, absolutely epic. That was a win-win for both sides. Sometimes trades are just perfectly made for each other.
The Oilers pick up the rookie, and now a chopper will send Henry to the box. Everly went down. This is going to be a 5-on-3 for about 40 seconds.
Not a typical play from Adam Henrique, who's such a sound defensive player too. And this one's in the neutral zone, just reaching for a few points again.
Yeah.
From behind. They gave him 6 power plays on Saturday. This one here just as Mac T called it, get a little sloppy at the end of the first period. It's carried over into the second.
Are you ready
This
for bed?
just takes down Everly. And it'll be a 5-on-3 for 37 seconds.
I love
as
you.
mentioned.
She's like, oh wait, camera.
And I know Seattle was on the power play, but Louis, that's obvious. I mean, you can't not call
2-on-5.
And so the Oilers, as they did on Saturday.
Hey, Monday, how's it going? Yep, no.
Preserved at the time a 1-0 lead and allowed Edmonton to pull away, but the Oilers lack a discipline.
Hey, don't be sorry, man. How are those Cowboys doing?
Stick around here.
How about them Cowboys?
On tour, done.
5-on-3 for the Seattle Kraken for 26 more seconds.
Back on Bouchard, backdoor play.
What a block by Bouchard. We need more of that by the big fella.
And I believe for Jared McCann.
That's going to be a nice bruise.
Oh, that's going to bruise for sure. And down the ice it goes. Now it's a 5-on-4. 2 bad penalties taken by Clattenburg.
Clattenburg poised to come out of the box here in a couple seconds, and he does as Yanmark got on top of the puck, hacked at by Nurse, and then overrunning the goal was McCann.
Here comes Yanmark. Oh, power play coming up for the Oilers now. We got ourselves a freaking street hockey game. Montour going to the box.
Struggles on special teams continue to hunt them against Edmonton.
Good night, night. I love you.
Here's Everly. I thought he had a chance to take that puck to the net right when he walked up, and he's looking for that.
Where'd that fall out of?
I don't know, it was on the floor.
Stay out of my wallet.
There it is.
Take her before I beat her.
Oh no, that's the one that's already upstairs.
She's sleeping?
She came downstairs at 8 o'clock. Mommy, it's daytime.
Because of Walter Green giving me.
I said, I'm taking that light out. I changed the time on it and it's still...
We'll get her another plug-in light. Good night, night. Bye-bye. Alright, guys, I'll be right back. I guess I gotta take her upstairs. Yeah. What are you talking about? Bouchard, that was a great defensive block. Yeah, one of his few good defensive plays all year. No, but Savoy on a short-handed goal. Yes, I'm coming. Holy crap.
Thus, that streak for the Kraken still intact.
Chili or nuts?
17.
Get mad at me when I do that.
Gaudreau gives it up. Winner. And Riker Evans. Shot lingering. And Pickard with a clean look. Will swallow that one up. Remains 4-2.
On a goal by that man right there, Matt Savoy with the breakaway, second of the game. Nice deep. And here's
I'll be back, guys.
Little
Enjoy the
through
stream.
the puck in the corner. And Lundgren's able to walk in past the top of the circles by the time he lets this one go. Mano a mano. Calvin Pickard with a good save. Savoy getting looked at here by TD4s on the bench. Radula also got shaken up on a play a little earlier where the Oilers felt a high stick was missed right before the 5-on-3 penalty to Henrique was called.
Beniers able to pull the draw back. Tolvanen shot located through a screen by Pickard.
That's a pretty good save, too, through traffic. Here's the big collision here. Radula going in hard against Kapanen. He kind of hits him with the butt, but as the stick comes up, it catches Radula right in the face. Now, I think everybody was focused on the collision and how hard Kapanen got into the boards, but in that process, Radula shaken up on the play. That stick came up and hit him in the face, and Edmonton had a little conversation. Chris Knobloch called over Kyle Raymond and said, hey, like, that's a high stick.
On that replay, you could almost see Carter Sandlak turn his head to the left just as the follow-through came through. So we didn't see it.
Hard to see. Things happen fast. A couple good saves by Pickard, though, as the Kraken are zipping some pucks through some screens, and he's had to be quick with the save.
And now they're going to have to deal with an Oiler power play that's 3 for its last 3 against Seattle. That'll happen in 9 seconds time. It starts with a Larson chop that's blocked by Bouchard. And now McDavid will gain the line with Leon Draisaitl. This Oiler power play presented by Play Alberta. Edmonton 1 for 1 in this game, 3 for 3 on the week against Seattle. Draisaitl to Bouchard. McDavid. No shot. Larson gives him a look. Nugent Hopkins, one-timer Draisaitl, save the core. Rebound play back behind McDavid. Over to Draisaitl, bouncing puck, finally corralled. 25 seconds on the man to David. Bouchard to McDavid. Shot on score. Completely full of Joey DeCord. And Edmonton extends to a 5-2 lead.
Starting to see that confidence come back with a shot for McDavid. And it's just a quick release, but it's a recovery first. A one-timer by Draisaitl. It looked like Seattle was going to come up with possession, but it's McDavid that outworks. I believe Lexiak in the corner to keep it alive, and then once he gets the puck with speed on the wall, when he's attacking...
He shoots, he scores! Connor McDavid does it again! And another one. And another one.
He just zips this one through that quick release, and that's all. No tell. And Joey DeCord's heading to the bench, and you'll see Philip Grubauer come in relief.
Bouchard with a playmaker tonight, 3 assists. Draisaitl with a helper, and Philip Grubauer, who's won 4 in a row for the Kraken.
Rough game.
And has a save percentage of .912 on the year, but didn't start this game because his lifetime numbers against Edmonton, 3 and 5, save percentage of 85. Look at this big.
You know what? The recognition by McDavid to realize that DeCord hadn't gone down. You know what I'm saying? Like he's looking the whole time as he's stick handling that puck back and forth a million miles an hour. He recognized the 5-hole was still open and just zipped it there. DeCord didn't go down, cost him 5-2.
DeCord's night complete, 26 minutes, 5 goals on 14 shots. He's gone. And the Oilers have scored 4 in a row on the power play head-to-head against Seattle. And have regained complete control of this hockey game. And it started with Seattle's own inability to cash in on a 5-on-3. Gambling will shovel it down low. And same story, Louis. You look at Saturday, the special teams so dramatically in favor of Edmonton. Nurse's shot, and the same made by Grubauer. Rebound, and Grubauer in the slam right pad to deny Matthias Janmark, who has not scored in his last 41 regular season games. Finally tuck free.
Sorry, tough save right out of the gates for Grubauer. Wow.
It's been tough for Grubauer. He just hasn't played anywhere near the level he demonstrated.
Yeah, he was, Nick. Yeah, he was.
This is his 5th season with the Kraken.
Yeah, let's get 5 goals. Let's give somebody $1 million. Save on, score, and win.
This is DeCourt's 3rd season, and he just kind of took it over. Grubauer given every opportunity. Just put it together over the course of a full season. Gulak to Frederick. Forced to back off, getting worked over by Kakko. Finally, the puck stolen from him. Colvin and up top, Montour get it back. And then when he tried to go cross seam to Kakko, that was tipped. Kakko recovered, had 1 shot blocked.
Shots are 16-14 for Seattle. Scores 5-2 for Edmonton. 12 minutes left to go in the second period.
Kakko driven against the boards by Frederick, and then eventually it eludes Lindgren. He'll have to regroup back at his own end with Montour. 12 minutes to play, period 2. Edmonton 3 in the first and 2 in the second. 2 power play goals and a shorty. And Seattle's woeful special teams hurting them again. Flicked it on net, the save made by Pickard, and a second stop as well. The tie Cartier on the doorstep. Golfed out by Draisaitl. Here's Savoy. Scored the short-handed goal. And at that time, when it was badly needed, the Oilers had totally lost their grip on the game.
Seattle was starting to take it over. They came out in the second period here and had the better shifts to start things off. Short-handed goal.
Another opportunity coming.
He scores! Hyman makes it 6-2.
Tell you, Jack, that's a big goal for Zach Hyman, too. The first one that he's put in the net off of his...
Good golly, Miss Molly. This Oilers team woke up with offense.
And again, Philip Grubauer has his early struggles against the Oilers. Last year, Grubauer 8 saves.
Hey, let's go indeed.
Save percentage south of 88.
Sir, you got me sick. I've been puking and coughing for the last 3 days.
For Seattle, as he looks to kind of rediscover the form he showed in Colorado. Center pass for Cody, tipped on that rebound, scored.
Yeah, Seattle scored.
And Jared McCann cuts it to 6-3.
Another guy coming off in mid.
Sorry, guys. I agree, Morgan. Janmark needs to pick it up. Picard needs to make a couple more saves.
Rebound was right there too. I don't think Grubauer expected Lazar to wrap that around as effectively as he did on the backhand side.
Good hit by Klattenberg.
Flipped it by Karchich. Recovered by Ekholm. Takes a hard hit. Bouchard up the right-hand side. Hyman the drop for McDavid. Klattenberg will change. Coming over the boards, Nugent Hopkins takes a drop off for McDavid, spins, and then protects back down low to McDavid. With Lindgren draped all over. Connor McDavid with 2 goals.
He's still being held there, eh, ref? No call. No call we needed.
And that power play goal chased Joey DeCord. McDavid, 6 goals in 10 games against Joey DeCord. Draisaitl, 7 in 10. DeCord now on the bench. McDavid with a clear. Riker Evans on the puck for Seattle. Picked off by Regula and on to Darnell Nurse as we come up on 7 minutes to play in the second period. 9 goals on 36 shots. 1 out of 4 is going in tonight.
Shots are 19-17 for Seattle. Scores 6-3 Edmonton.
How do you shoot? They're going off to Jamie Alexiak. Hey, I can do that now. I can't do much, but when it's divisible, I can figure it out. Janmark off to Kula. Swung in by Adam Henry.
Speaking of Alexiak,
Alexiak to collect. Edmonton plays host to Winnipeg. Hockey night in Canada on Saturday. Seattle, as we said, just kind of a one-and-done trip. Kraken back home on Saturday for a date with the Detroit Red Wings, whom the Oilers will see on the back end of this homestand next week. Kulak to Savoy. Thought he might have been tripped. Echoed the outlet. Here's Gressel backing his way in, looking for Savoy, and that pass almost found him in stride. Clubbed toward the net by Echoed, blocked by Wright. Knocked slightly off kilter, and Larson could not get it out of it. But Colson wrapped it around, and Tolvanen swung a rolling puck back toward the Edmonton goal. 5 3/4 minutes left. Second period. Oilers led 3-2 after 1, pushed it out to 6-2. And keep in mind, Edmonton originally was up 3-0. Now it's 6-3 as Larson winds it along to Newman. Tried to feed the front of the net for Kakko, who eventually gained control off balance. Looking for a teammate. Now double team. Kakko still on the puck. Angles one off the board. Shot lingering. Gloved by Pickard, and he'll freeze him. With 5:20 to go in this second period. You want high event hockey.
Speaking of Alexiak, and I do mean Penny, she is under investigation right now and not participating for any swimming events. She has been banned for 2 years by the swimming committee for using substances. What are those substances? I don't know. All I know is she's been banned for 2 years from any swimming competition for using a banned substance. Kind of sucks for our darling swimmer, but will be interesting to see Friday. Yeah. Just because it's legal in Canada doesn't mean it was legal in other countries that she was doing it in. I don't agree with it, but 2 years. That's a tough suspension, though. 2 years for smoking weed. Like, I didn't know what it was. I just seen that she was suspended for 2 years. I was like, damn. Was she doing roids? Was that like... If she was doing steroids, then absolutely suspend her. But weed? Really? Although, I don't do drugs, and yes, weed is a drug, so... That's a mild drug, granted. Thank you, Epic. I didn't know what she got caught for. I honestly thought she got caught using a supplement for her regenerative health. Holy fudge.
Firmly on the bench. And again, I mean, he's got 2 wins and 11 career starts against Edmonton. But that guy, Philip Grubauer, we've seen him feasted on by Edmonton in previous outings. And was victimized by Zach Hyman upon entering this game. Here's a slingshot toward the end mark that's going to be poked into the corner by Grubauer. Sharp angle, Adam Henrique, and eventually Mangiapane for the Oilers.
So who did the Winnipeg Jets play?
Excuse me, 3-0. Then 6-2. It's back down to
Oh,
6-3.
damn, eh?
Mangiapane jitterbugging his way to the fourth.
Kind of makes you wonder if it was random at all.
Mangiapane, one-timer.
Competition was ratting on her. She smokes weed, it's not legal.
Adam Henrique. And the Kraken filter one through the neutral zone. Lindgren. Benitez, Eberle a shot off the rush. And
I remember that snowboarder in the 2000s, Ross Relegati, for Team Canada, that got his gold medal taken away because he smoked marijuana. I was like, really? Really? He So on Friday, the Jets play the Sabres in Winnipeg. Who do they put in net? Do they put Comrie in net, or do they put their backup in net?
in Colorado, I mean, he was a .920 save percentage guy playing for Washington.
Yeah, that comment alone will get you suspended from this chat, dude. If you think that person is a good human being, you're a scumbag and sit yourself.
Fairly decent defensive hockey clubs.
He's a scumbag that should never be in the NHL ever again. And you're a scumbag for thinking that's a good thing that he's in the NHL. Do you have anything ever good to say? You just...
Tried to go cross seam and that was broken up. I remember, Louis, you and I thought, hey, Grubauer, what an ideal. We thought basically that's a Marc-Andre.
I swear, you're just one of those people, man. If I ever saw you in the street, I'd probably put two in you.
This has not been a sterling defensive effort from the Kraken tonight. And again, their special teams has killed them. But Colson on the Leon Draisaitl. Saucer one across to Kula.
Yeah, no, nobody needs to see that comment. I don't care what you say.
5 days, head-to-head. The Oilers are 4 for 4 on the power play. Seattle is 0 for 9 with a shorthanded goal against. End result is a 10-3 goals margin.
Yeah, hasn't been a nice, good stretch here for Seattle. For Edmonton, listen, they understand the way they have to play against the Kraken.
You're a low-life human being, man. You're a low-life human being.
Hard collision with Canton and the quick drive and a save made by Becker. Rebound available between the hashes.
Sexual assault is sexual assault, my friend.
Initial shot, Chandler Stevenson, and now Liquid sets up Montour. Shot sailed by. Rebound off the boards. Taken by Toll.
And if you condone that type of behavior, you're no better than they are.
The Oilers to the can in front of
I hope you don't have any females that you actually care about in your life.
inside the Seattle line.
Fucking despicable human beings.
Skate to skate. Here's Stevenson putting the brakes on.
Oh, he's gonna get his though, Epic. So will that entire Vegas team.
Everly off balance with McCann as they stagger their way in. Oilers with 2 on the power play and 1 shorthanded. That accounts for the difference tonight.
Oh, I read the court documents, dummy. I also know that 2 juries were going to find them all guilty, and the judge said no. I read the entirety of the court documents. But again, you condone that type of behavior, of course you would, because that's the type of human being you are. That just shows the character of you and the people that you associate with. I'm pretty sure the other guy you follow is really glad to see Carter Hart playing in the hockey game too. But yet he says he supports women and women's health.
Like 800 kills in 5 movies, but I never quite got into the Matrix. Matrix,
that's right. Well, he looked like that. He had to dive out of the way of that one, and he just missed getting hit with the puck pretty hard. There's an icing call here. We'll come back to the left of Calvin Pickard.
Now, Beck has the all-time record for cumulative kills.
He might be the heavyweight champ.
You're that guy that blames the woman, right? You're that guy that will blame the female for being in the situation that she's in. It's her fault. I didn't miss it, but the fact that you think that what they did was okay, you're a low-life human being, and I don't ever want you on this channel again. I am banning you from this channel. You're a low-life human being. Please leave. It's not worth mentioning, Oiler fan, man. Like, I really hope you don't have any women in your life, and I really hope they never know the true you and who you really are. Because holy fuck, kid. Holy fuck, kid. You are what is wrong with a lot of society. I didn't have to read the whole fucking 800-page document. I'm not a loser like you that sits in his room and goes to documents and women and anime porn. It's probably what you watch. So yeah, please leave before I insult you so bad that you cry. Fucking loser, man. Go hang out with your other loser buddies. Fucking loser. Yeah, Barbershop, that late goal. At least they got back into it, right? They didn't let that goal completely hurt them. You're all good, bud. You're all good. I just got to have a better immune system. I did read it, you dumb cunt. And I'm not getting emotional. There's nothing emotional about this. You're just a douchebag human being that I don't want to be ever associated with. Like, there's no emotion here. There's nothing you can say that gets me upset. I just think you're a loser human being that shouldn't be breathing. And if any of your friends, because you're hiding behind a fake profile, if any of your friends read what you put, I bet you they'd come after you. But, again, you're that dude. You're just that dude, eh, Jerry? Emotional. I'm not getting emotional, dude. I just...
Curled back toward the Edmonton line.
6-3 after 2. You can quote whatever legal documents you want, kid. Like, I don't know why you come in here just to be that guy. But you do you, man. There's no death threats. No death threats. I'm just going to put you on blast and you're going to be famous. You're going to be famous, kid. I'm going to make you internet famous right quick. Yeah, this game definitely has been going on a long time. You're not wrong. But don't tell this guy that. Because he's glad that they sexually assaulted a young lady. All 5 of those brave young men. Fucking ridiculous. Like I said, I'm going to make you internet famous tonight, buddy. Funny how you have no actual content of your own on your YouTube channel. You're fake as fuck, boy. That's okay. I have friends that know how to get personal information. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Never a dull moment in these chats, I tell you. They did force themselves, all 5 guys. One guy did the splits over her fucking face with his nutsack. Two juries found them guilty. The judge found them not enough evidence, so they acquitted them. Doesn't mean they're innocent, it just says there wasn't enough evidence. None of these players should be allowed back in the NHL. Having a drug abuse, having an alcohol addiction, a gambling addiction, that's one thing. But sexually assaulting a woman and saying, oh, well, she was asking for it, completely different. Dude, you're an idiot. And that's okay. Like I said, I'm putting you on blast all over social media, and I hope you have a good life. The fact that's the statement that you made coming in here just shows how character or lack of character you have. So please see yourself out. Oh, don't worry. Your hero's going to hear about it too. What about the part where she was giving a double hand job? Dude, you're making it worse for yourself, man. Stop. You know what? I don't fucking care. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, I don't even... I don't care, man. You say what you want to say on other channels. I'm done with it. I'm done with people like you. You have way too much fucking time on your hands if you're reading a court document from start to finish. Like, dude, you need to get a life, a job, a hobby, a girlfriend. Like, something, man. Like, Jesus Christ. Like I said, I really hope you don't have female family members that are ever in that situation. I've kept very quiet about it, guys, for reasons, but seeing Carter Hart in the NHL and the way that they're portraying it like he didn't do anything wrong, I don't know. It's fucked up. Those 5 guys are lucky they're protected by the Canadian team hockey. And I just think that it's really weird that she only went, that the whole situation was brought out now. Oh, he didn't leave. I kicked him. Oh, I don't believe all women either. Like, that's an instance for me that I don't believe all women. Also, I don't think nothing didn't happen. There's too many things that, like I said, I wasn't there, but she needed to put herself in a better situation, and they needed to put themselves in a better situation. I get being young, dumb, and full of you know what. You're not wrong. Like, I don't know if this is a one-off, but these 5 guys put a stain on Hockey Canada. Like, you don't put yourself in that situation, there wouldn't be a situation. I was young, dumb once too. I did some really crappy things when I was a kid too. A teenager that. Thank God there was no social media when I was a kid. I tell you that much for free. I just think, yes, there is. I just think that if that's your opinion, that you think he's a good human being, keep that opinion to yourself. Even if you think he's the biggest scumbag in the world, you don't need to come into a chat that has nothing to do with that game or that situation. Like if Vegas played Edmonton and he was the goalie for Edmonton, absolutely come in here and say that. But that's the first thing you come in here with is like that. Like, dude. Like, oh, I was around before MySpace was cool. I was on ICQ when I was a teenager, man. ICQ is where it was at, my friend. That was the meeting place. Have a good night, buddy. Or the bike rack after school. The baseball fields. The hockey rinks, the basketball courts. That's where we got our fun stuff from. Like, the stuff we did as kids, well, my group of friends and I, we did as kids. Climbing the grocery store wall. Throwing a tent on top of the roof. Sleeping up there over a weekend. MSN Messenger, good lord. No, man, the things we did as kids that we probably should have gotten in a lot of trouble for. And we would have gotten a lot of trouble for it in this day and age. Just... taking old farm trucks and seeing how far you could fly them over railroad tracks. Taking a gray El Camino, painting it red. Doing some shady stuff in it. Grinding off the red paint back to the gray. The stories I could tell you guys about my youth. Oh, it wasn't even houses into trees. It was houses onto other houses. I think I jumped into one tree once and it hurt. And I was like, I ain't doing that again. Trees are hard. When you hit a tree, it hurts. Oh, man. Houses, cars. Putting toilet paper from one end of the house to the other end of the house. Paper macheing a door closed. And then when you hit junior high and high school and you learn how to weld in welding class or shop class, oh, that's how you knew people were in trouble, when you let me and my friends with a welder. Yeah. But then as we got older, cameras were put everywhere and we started doing less and less stuff. Although there was this one time in a farmer's field, we wanted to see how high we could get the bonfire going. I think we wasted a good $200 worth of gas that night. Just to see how high we could get this fire. How far round, how high up we could get the fire. Oh no, that sucks. Oh, there was a farmer's field between McLennan and Donnelly. See, I never got to the weed smoking stage. I sold a whole ton of it. I sold a lot of it, made a lot of money doing that, but never did smoke. One of my best friends said, "Don't smoke your own product. You're not going to make very much money doing that." So I was like, you know what? If I'm going to sell it, I might as well just sell full profit, right? But there's a farmer's field between Donnelly and McLennan. I don't know if it's still there or not. It's an old alfalfa field. But we had a easy 200-foot bonfire in his field one night on a weekend. Oh, was he pissed the next morning when he got out to his field, though. Tire tracks everywhere. We tore his field up. All because he found out that his daughter was the principal of the school that some of the guys went to. Just petty stuff like that. Oh, your daughter's the principal? All right, well, we're going to wreck your field, right? Like, and then you grow up and you start having kids and you realize, wait, this isn't a good example to be setting to kids. And 22 years later, you're an old man sitting in front of a computer screen telling old war stories. Oh. See, but that's the thing. My friends always wanted a discount. I was like, you're a friend. Why would you want a discount? Wouldn't you want to pay me full price to help my enterprise? I could tell you that enterprise paid for a good car that I totaled. Mine wasn't in the basement. Mine was in an old greenery shed, an old grain silo. If you know anything about farming community, all those old grain silos, big steel, 50 feet round, 200-300 feet up in the air. That's where I kept mine. Cops never could figure out why they'd show up at my house and there'd be no drugs in my house. You never sell where you're holding, man. Like, you just... No, man. I remember 15 years ago now, 16 years ago. There's a hill here in Edmonton on the way from downtown that has a lot of S-turns. I remember going 140 around those turns, man. Like that. Oh. Old Charger that I had. Oh, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. Just great car. Doing a $140 around those curves. 1 o'clock in the morning, so there's no cars on it. That's more for. I feel like that's more for the cocaine dealers than anything else. But yeah. IROC nearly killed your ass? Damn. Old IROCs, eh? Yeah, the V8, man.
Of 2026. Congratulations, David. Well earned. Way to go, Moisty.
Diane can tell you what hill that is. I still drive on the hill, and I still remember racing people down that hill. It was easier to race down it than it was to race up it. On your way to downtown from the south side. Well, third period is underway. Oilers up 6-3.
Love to see a teammate rewarded for fine work. And the Edmonton Oilers now look to close it out with 20 minutes of solid 5-on-5 after once again their power play clicking 2 for 2. PK not only perfect, but a shorthanded goal to boot. 6-3 as we begin the third.
Were you the driver or were you the pedestrian? Man, IROCs are something else, man. That's a brand of car, though. That song, Teenage Dirtbag, made IROCs famous.
trying to bail him out there a little bit. Yeah, that one was awfully tight. Here's a center pass. McDavid nudging twice, and that was repelled by Philip Grubauer, who came in for Joey Decord after Decord surrendered 5 on 14.
Started by a nice pass in the neutral zone by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to find McDavid with speed. Wall to wall.
Nick, you just realized Seattle is wearing dark and Oilers are wearing white? I'm another one, man.
Seeing his first action in 2 weeks.
Oh. You saw the white light, did you? Yeah, they do, which is pretty cool. That'd be the only reason why I would get this jersey for the Kraken. Go on the dark feature. Stole it from the Seahawks. At least they kept it to the city. Man. Oilers either got to expand the lead or just keep the gas pedal. Yeah, no, there's certain times in your life that... Janmark with the goal. 7, 3. We were asking.
You guessed it, Seattle.
No jinx, right? No jinx. 7-3 is the score.
7-3, staring at a 7th loss in 8 games at this facility. That's an icing call against the Kraken.
Well, for Edmonton, when they look to the schedule and they're playing a team like Seattle, a team they've had a ton of success against, and especially at home. They've got a 5-game homestand, tough 1-0 loss against the Minnesota Wild a couple nights ago. You knew they were going to come out skating. They did in that first period. I thought they dominated the first 10 minutes. Could have easily been up 4-0 instead of 3. Seattle dug in, grinded back to 1-0 in the second. 3 straight goals by Edmonton again. Separated, they haven't looked back from there.
Wrist shot off the rush, taken to the right, a save made by Pickard. I mentioned the 2-2-1 record in the prior 5, and that included an 8-3 atrocity at the hands of Dallas, but I'm not sure, Louis, even with that game in there, that Edmonton had a better 5-game.
Worst lead in hockey, the 5-goal lead. Worst lead in hockey. Sorry, 4-goal lead, not 5. I know how to add, I swear. Yeah, Joe, it's good to see after that no goals against Minnesota. Hit the quota here, though.
It's been a heavy schedule, but when you're not playing well, you need to work it out. And I think just as a man, they just need to be better. And I know Craig and Bob have talked about the defensive game of Edmonton has been buckled down. Was there some breakdowns in this one? Sure there are, but that's something Outlook has talked about. It's not about the breakdowns, how to react off the breakdown. They were scrambling at times, but they've been able to solidify and find some offense.
I'm not sure a coach's words have had more impact on me this season than what Paul Maurice said as soon as we got behind closed doors with him. And you and I started saying, well...
thanks for stopping by and saying hi, Joe. It's greatly appreciate you, man. Despite our differences sometimes, you're a good guy. I appreciate our talks. What concert are you at today? Yeah. And there's reason for that. There's reason for that, Renegade. He should have stayed in the OHL. Sorry, the CHL. WHL, I know. He wasn't in the O. He should have stayed where he was, not go to the NCAA. He shouldn't have went to college. McDavid with a bad giveaway. Hit the post there. Me too, Renegade. Me too. Yes. He's in town? Oh, I know who Stephen Page is. Oh, I know who Stephen Page is very well. Speaking of drugs and cocaine, Stephen Page. Wow. Oh, I love the Bare Naked Ladies. It sucks that they had to part ways, but... Oh, in Bonnieville. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. No, he went to college for the wrong reasons, Nick. I believe in education. No, I don't believe in... I think the education system is a scam. After school, like 12 years, I get going for 12 years, get an education there. But after that, oh, that's awesome, man. I'm happy for you, Joes. That's awesome. Is he singing his original stuff or Bare Naked Ladies songs? I can imagine he's allowed to sing the Bare Naked Ladies songs, right?
Just off the mark and is lobbed the other way by Alexei.
Ekholm was sneaking down backdoor as well. Recognizing that Savoy could have easily gone all the way around the net there, and he was from the point all the way down to the top of the circle.
I guess we should update the winometer. It says that Seattle is deserving to win.
Edmonton's lead to 7-3. Key moment in this game was Savoy's short-handed goal that made it 4-2 Edmonton. Seattle at that point with a chance to tie and all the momentum in its favor after a sloppy end of the first for the Oilers.
That's still pretty wonky that they feel like it's still an even game. Nice. No, you're not wrong, Nick. Not wrong at all. You're not wrong. And that's why he went to the university level, right? Is to play against men. Because he's going to be playing against men next year, right? And I understand why he did it. I understand the route he took. But if he doesn't go first overall, we got issues. Ooh, ow, that's a high stick and a half. That's a 4. Yeah. They didn't call that a penalty? Oh, come on, that's got to be called a penalty, right? Like, they're not letting that go. Do they think it was the puck that got him in the face? I'm saying it's a power play right here, right now. But yeah, no, I understand why he went and did the jump to NCAA. But will it hurt him in his draft? My favorite jersey for the Oilers jerseys, man. It's got to be the Todd McFarlane oil drop. Yeah. Yeah. No, very true, Renegade. Very true. But it'll be interesting to see where he does go. Like, I still think he's going to go first overall, just to what team. I also don't think he's a generational talent player. Again, I didn't think Connor Bedard was. I didn't think Connor McDavid was when he first joined the, like, when we were talking about Connor McDavid being so great. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. I know which one you're talking about. The one that I use as the main logo for the channel on the streams. Yeah, I got Ryan Smith on the back of mine. I gotta definitely get another one though. That's awesome, Nick. I hear you walking around upstairs.
One of the things you miss most is the camaraderie being in the room.
Enjoy your retirement, Ryan.
How's it going, Sandra? Thanks for stopping by and saying hi.
Potentially one day. I know he wants to spend time with the family. We'll see.
March 18th last year against Utah. Last time
Oilers power play double minor for high sticking.
Kraken on a breakout on tour to Freddie Gaudreau back in front. Picker able to kick it away. Excuse me, that was Richardson.
Their third power play of the game there, 2 for 2. He scores! Connor McDavid with the hat trick. Shoot the puck, score the goal. Ouch.
Well, I'm Stoffer, you're correct. It's also the offensive players that feel the puck and work on some of the things. This little triple passing play and a shot by Nugent Hopkins hard off the wall right to the...
Yeah, you're not wrong, Epic. I totally agree with you. Maybe that's in the works for next year. We're pushing up on an anniversary for the Edmonton Oilers, by the way, guys. Oh, more hats are coming. See, I have the rookie card, but I didn't. To me, I don't believe that there is a generational talent. McDavid has proven me wrong, right? And I'm glad he has. Even when it was said that the Oilers were drafting him, like getting the first overall pick, I was like, let's see how he plays, right? Right? Let's see how he plays. Let's see what type of player he is, right? Boy, oh boy, that rookie year, though, him getting hurt like that, could have went real nasty for him. But kid's resilient. I'm glad that I was wrong about him. That's one time I'm really glad I was wrong about a person and a player. Not only is he a good player, but he's a great human being too, guys. Hey, let's go for sure. 8-3. 13 minutes left to go in the third period. Still on the power play.
Good speed by Montrepani, who thought he had a goal the first two as they went bar down, bar out. And he catches this puck with full speed, but the last second you're going to see that little pride from the body into the stick by Tolvanen. And that's the hooking call right there. Still gets to the backhand, still elevates. Good save by Grubauer. But you know, that's going to be called every time. 5-on-3 and keeping the second unit on the ice. I like this from Chris Knobloch. Wants to give them a little more time when he can.
The calamari is dead. Yeah, you're not wrong, Nick. Yeah. Yes and no. McKinnon's a great player. He's a great player.
Biggest offer ever is here.
But he's playing with better talent than what McDavid is. I will say this for the Colorado Avalanche. They have better talent around McKinnon than McDavid does on his line. Night in, night out. Which is changing now that Hopkins and Hyman are now there. I will put my money where my mouth is. McDavid, now that he has Hyman and Hopkins on his line, he's going to go on a goal-scoring tear we've never seen in the NHL. He's got 14 goals right now. He's going to end up with 55. And that's where Colorado has been very advantageous for them. They haven't been hurt this year, and they've played really weak teams that had a soft schedule. They got blown up tonight, though, by the Islanders. Not wrong there, Renegade. Yeah. He's been surrounded by talent, though, right? But yeah, I agree. He's a good player. I won't take anything away from Nathan McKinnon. Nothing away from Nathan McKinnon. You still got to play those games. But to me, the Colorado Avalanche will never be a playoff team. Like, everybody forgets they have only been out of the round two once in the last decade and a half since McKinnon got to Colorado. He's only been out of round two once. And that was the year they won the cup. Oh, yeah, Grubauer's. It looks good on him, though.
Oilers did not score 8 in a game last year either.
You don't hang around for over 1,000 games if you want to handle yourself in a scrum from time to time. That kind of Hendrick's been around in a few.
Edmonton got 9 in the season.
You're not wrong. Matthew Schaefer? Oh, man.
Last time they got 8 in a game. At Coleman, Nurse traded up top. Savoy trying to get in.
He does have a ring, Epic. Absolutely does.
All the way back into the Edmonton zone.
By hook or by crook, he definitely does have the ring.
It's a 2-man advantage. Savoy trying to slide it in front. Conley guides it back to Savoy and then went for
That's all that matters, right? They don't care how many times you made the playoffs. You got that one ring, right? Could be the only ring he gets, but
one-timer Savoy. That was
they have that one ring.
5 seconds left in the 2-man. Shot coming. Save made. Rebounds.
That's the game. 9 goals. Matthew Savoy with his second goal of the game. Oh my God, it's a rout. Put a fork in them, they're done.
He got pummeled a few times. He had to give it back to Larson here a couple times. Says, yeah, I'm taking it, I'm giving it back. He's going to get worked over again here. You're going to see as this puck comes to the net. But in this scrum in the battle, right there, he takes a pretty good shot afterwards. That little time.
Thank you. Yeah, I was muted. Sorry, I agree with everything you're saying. Thanks, Tips. I'm not muted anymore. She's yelling, you're muted. So you guys are going to probably hear what she said. Anyways, I agree that McKinnon is a better two-way player. Absolutely, unequivocally, he is a better two-way player than McDavid. McDavid is all offense. Until McDavid finds that defensive game, that's all he's going to be is an offensive player. Now, in saying that, I don't think McKinnon's going to get another ring. Not in Colorado, at least. They play in way too hard of a division. Again. Yeah, I do that sometimes. I push 0 on my keyboard, and it mutes me during the goals. That way I don't overtalk. And I forget to push 0 back. It's a bad habit. It's a habit that's hard to break. No, you're not wrong, Diane. Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia is definitely the gold mine of hockey talent. Score 10, reopen the beer stand. Hey, wouldn't that be something, eh? Yes, skills competitions go on sale tomorrow. It is on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Greatly appreciate you, Sandra. Don't have too much fun, everybody. Ekholm with the assist as well as Henrique on Savoy's 5th goal of the season, 2nd goal of the game. Yeah, they do score a lot in these jerseys. Yeah, London does produce the most. Yep. There is a small town in Sweden that produces all-stars. Absolutely. Little town called Stockholm, Sweden. In case you guys are late and you didn't join till late, Connor McDavid got the goal scoring started, assisted by Hopkins. Paul Colson gets his 5th, assisted by Draisaitl Bouchard. Draisaitl gets his 16th of the year, assisted by McDavid and Hopkins. Povlin scores to make the score 3-1. Goudreau scores to make the score 3-2. Heading into the second period, Savoy scores shorthanded, assisted by Bouchard and Henrique. McDavid scores, assisted by Bouchard and Draisaitl. Hyman scores, assisted by Ekholm. Janmark scores, assisted by Mangiapane. McDavid scores on the power play, assisted by Hopkins and Draisaitl. And Savoy scores on the power play, assisted by Ekholm and Henrique. Again, your goal scorers are Savoy, McDavid, Janmark, Hyman, McCann, McDavid, Savoy, Goudreau, Tovalainen, Draisaitl, Podkolzin, McDavid. Nice. Kulak's trying to get in some. 8 minutes left to go in the third period. Shots are 30-26 for the Oilers. Score is 9-3. Right, Nick? Doing away that all during a hockey game is bizarre to me. Yeah, Zetterberg was a beauty. Lidstrom for me, man. Nicholas Lidstrom for me will always be the best Swedish player. That was a defenseman, that guy right there, Nick Lidstrom. Hey Sarah, how's it going?
Tonight's Oilers caring for oil country 50-50 presented by Rogers and in support of Cystic Fibrosis Canada. Current jackpot is inching really close to 400,000 and continues to climb. Get your tickets now.
Oh God, Nick, how high are you? Oh.
Second of a 5-game homestand for Edmonton. Game 3 will be Saturday night. OFR hockey night.
Yeah.
The Oilers play host to the Winnipeg Jets, who've been struggling. Won't win in their last 7. Scott Oak will have Adam Lowry with you, and you joining in there, Louis.
Like, man.
He's a guy that's certainly earned more respect over the years for what he does on the ice, and always a great champion.
6 out of 10.
He's a great champion.
No, I miss the good old days of hockey. Hey, good save there by Calvin Picard. I guess he's not done in that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mats Sundin, man. That's another good Swedish player. Like, we could go down a list of great Swedish players that play in the NHL. Peter Forsberg. Great Swede goalie, Lundqvist. You're a Maple Leaf fan. You don't count. uh, 6.5 to go in the third period. You can't mix them both, man. You can't mix liquor and weed. That's not good. Yeah, he really was. Like,
It's tough, you know what, when you know that too, and especially when there's a team that just seems to run your show. You know, back in my era, it was the Dallas Stars were a team that were always knocking at that door. The Detroit Red Wings, the Avalanche were a powerhouse team. It's, you know, there's teams that just, for whatever reason, like you said, styles make fights. Sometimes it's not a good match.
we want 10. I can hear the crowd shouting. You are a good Switzerland. I gotta admit, you are a good Switzerland. Speaking of Switzerland and Olympics, it's looking very unlikely right now. It's getting dimmer and dimmer by the day that NHL might actually play at the Olympics this year. Unless that arena gets built overnight, I don't know how the teams are going to be okay with sending their players over. Yeah, I would put Solani over Curry just for longevity. I downplay it a lot because Curry played with Gretzky, and Gretzky made Curry look really good. Yeah, you're not wrong, Nick. Yeah. Oh. No way, my most favorite Finnish player of all time, Jesse Puljujärvi. Puljujärvi. That's my favorite Finnish player of all time. Yes, that's a joke. I don't know how it happened either. I don't understand. Like, I don't know enough to know enough. So I don't know enough on the topic to speak on it. I just know that there's some GMs and NHL team executives that are very unhappy with how the ice rink is looking. I agree, Renegade. That's just not his style. He's just way too, I don't know. If I didn't know the guy as well as I knew the guy, I think he was stoned half the time on the ice. You think that he took a pregame toke before he goes out to play, never gets angry. But that just goes to his dad and his mom, right? His parents never got angry about anything. Yeah. Pavel Datsyuk for me, Renegade. But Pavel Bure was a great Russian. Greatest Russian to barely ever play in the NHL, if he ever did, was Trocheck. The Russian goalie, the USSR goalie. Oh yeah. Russians are spoiled with how good they are. The best Russians never played in the NHL, though. I'll say that. The best Russians never played in the NHL. Yeah. Kovalchuk, pure sniper, yeah. 2:20 left to go in the third period. 9-3 Edmonton.
Nurse collects at center. He'll jam it in deep. I'm not sure the Oilers have gotten 10.
Yeah, he had nothing else but that shot. If he could get that shot off, he was deadly.
9-8 against Chicago in the same year, I remember. Here's Frederick. Correct. That was an 8-4 game, and Gagne factored in all 8.
The Atlanta Thrasher Kovalchuk. Yeah, absolutely Renegade, absolutely pure. As far as goal scoring talent, Pavel Bure was definitely better than Datsyuk. Absolutely.
Tonight's hit of the game brought to you by James H. Brown Accident Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters in injury law.
Kazakhstan.
And you kind of rise and get the hit, boom, he goes in hard, takes a stick in the face for his manager right there as it comes up. But I mean, you can't go to the boy much harder than that. Good job by Captain again. Tough Western kid.
100 seconds to go.
Latvia? Well, no, because Archer Zerbe was from Latvia. He was a pretty good goalie. If you know who Archer Zerbe is.
13-0 all time against Seattle when they get to 4. We'll double that and more tonight.
Belarus? I don't know what.
Chipped in by Carson.
See, that's the thing with Russia is they took a lot of Belarusians under their wing and called them Russians, right?
Who were on that team the last time the Oilers got 10, a 10-1 drubbing of the Calgary Flames.
Like when Czechoslovakia split up and became Czech Republic and Slovakia, the whole Slovakian team got worse. Czech Republic was really good. Although, give credit to Zygmunt Palffy, man. That guy was an awesome Slovakian. Yeah, I know a lot about hockey history with a lot of different things. Oh, that's right. He is from Kazakhstan. That's right, Renegade. Nick Antropov was Kazakhstan. You're right on that. Good pull. Good pull. 13 seconds left to go in the game. And it's over. No, Seattle scores. Seattle scores. 5 seconds to go in the game. Seattle scores. Typical Oiler fashion. You're not wrong, Nick. You're not wrong, Nick. Not wrong at all. Make the final 9-4.
This is what he's expecting to do.
They're going to come back.
For a young player, 21 years old, right to the dying seconds of the game, he buries this one to make it 9-4.
His 4th goal of the season. He had not had a point in his previous 9 outings.
Yes, Renegade, they did.
Final puck drop, and Calvin Picker won't be happy about that.
Play La Bomba, baby. Well, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, hopefully you were thoroughly entertained through all that. Oilers win 9-4 on the back of Connor McDavid hat-trick, Podkolzin, Draisaitl, Savoy ×2, Hyman, Janmark. Goals for Seattle, Teravainen, Goudreau, McCann, and Neymar. Out of town scoreboard to get you all caught up so you got it good and understood. Pretty heavy schedule tonight. Pittsburgh beats the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-3. The Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Carolina Hurricanes 5-1. The Boston Bruins beat the St. Louis Blues 5-2. The Nashville Predators beat the Florida Panthers 2-1 in overtime. The Rangers 4, Ottawa 2. Make it a final. New York Islanders 6, Colorado 3. Columbus holds off the Detroit Red Wings to win in a shootout 6-5. Oilers win 9-4 over the Seattle Kraken. The Calgary Flames beat the Minnesota Wild with their backup goalie Gustafsson in net 4-1. After 2, the Chicago Blackhawks 2, the Kings nothing. Shots are 25-20 for Chicago Blackhawks. Late in the second period, the Blackhawks scored to make it 2-0. Holy smoke. So what does that mean for everybody involved that cares? Hell. It means the Oilers are now in 7th place in the Western Conference. Playoffs? Playoffs? You want to talk about playoffs? I didn't stutter. I said playoffs. Right now, as it's sitting at December 4th, Washington's in first place in the Eastern Conference with 36 points. Carolina's in second with 34. Tampa's in third with 34. Pittsburgh's in fourth with 33. Philadelphia's in fifth with 33. New Jersey's in sixth with 33. The Islanders are in seventh with 33. The Rangers are in eighth with 32. Just outside looking in, the Boston Bruins with 32 points. The Montreal Canadiens with 31. The Columbus Blue Jackets with 31. Detroit Red Wings with 31. The Ottawa Senators with 30. The Toronto Maple Leafs with 29. The Florida Panthers with 26. And the Buffalo Sabres with 26. In the Western Conference, 44 points gives you the Colorado Avalanche in first place. The Dallas Stars are in second place with 41. Minnesota Wild are in third with 35. Anaheim has 33 in fourth. Vegas Golden Knights are fifth with 32. The LA Kings are sixth with 31. The Utah Mammoth are in seventh with 29. The Edmonton Oilers are in eighth with 29. The San Jose Sharks are ninth with 29. Seattle Kraken are 10th with 28. Chicago Blackhawks are 11th with 28. Winnipeg Jets are 12th with 27. Blues are 13th with 25. Predators are 14th with 24. Calgary is 15th with 24. Vancouver's in 16th with 23. Damn. That's very true, right, Nick? Again, goals against average and goal save percentage, shit on a shingle, but won a game. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go rest my voice. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Apparently, I'm being told what to do. I'm being told. Anyways, guys, you guys have a good night. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Doses.